We're on the beat with Tony Morrone, and we have Sean Jones as the feature interview this month. Sean, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. Wait.
What is the name of the studio?
Jukasa Studios. It's actually just outside of Hamilton. It's a beautiful studio. It's very new, but absolutely amazing.
You've been recording your latest album here.
Yes, absolutely. We flew in Stuart Zender, man you may know from a band called Jamiroquai. Amazing bass player, probably one of the best in the world right now, and he's been helping to produce my record. So yeah, it's been a very, very exciting time.
Now, this studio itself, it's a fairly new studio. You're one of the first major bands in here.
Yes, absolutely. It is fairly new. We are one of the first major bands actually to come through, but I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, as you can see, the board behind me is like a mile long, 64 channels. It's an SSL. What else, can you really ask for? This place is absolutely amazing.
SSL boards are not frequently made now.
No, they're not.
This is obviously from some other studio.
Yeah, it's from Abbey Road, actually. Anyone doesn't know what Abbey Road is, needs to check that out. Abbey Road, just Google it. Trust me, there's a lot of history that happened there.
You had won a Juno back in 2004.
That's correct.
For a different type of music. This is your own music, but you were with a band before.
Yes, I was with a group called, in essence, Amazing Guys. It was a 5-man vocal group, much like Boyz II Men. We were signed to BMG Sony, and we did win the 2004 Juno for Best R&B Soul Recording for a song called Friend of Mine. But 12 or 13 years later, some of us decided that it was time to branch out and do some of our own stuff, and I am now on a path to re-releasing my first solo album.
And this new project now, first solo album, what style of music is it now compared to before?
Before we were doing, it was R&B. It was definitely R&B, hip-hop R&B, really. We were singing over more hip-hop beats more than anything else, but we actually started to delve into a very musical side of ourselves by the end of it. Right now, however, I've decided to follow my heart. And I've always, the first record that I ever bought was a band called Whitesnake. Here I Go Again on My Own. That was the song to me, and rock has always been inside of me, and so I've actually followed my heart now, and I'm actually doing kind of a pop rock / soul type record because I live in both of those worlds equally, and so it's something that's definitely hasn't been done. No one's doing it, so I'm kind of forging new ground right now, but I feel good about it.
And you're presently with Death Row Records, who's backing this?
I'm with Wide Awake Records. They did. There's a different division called Death Row. They actually did buy the Death Row catalog last year, but I am on the Wide Awake Entertainment side. Death Row is a completely different label.
But you're one of the new artists. They're trying to change their image.
No, Wide Awake has always been.
I'm talking Death Row.
Oh, Death Row.
Death Row.
No, they're really keeping me separate from Death Row. They're keeping me out. Sean Jones really has nothing to do with Death Row other than the fact that the same parent company kind of bought it. But Death Row it's on one side, and Sean Jones is on the completely opposite side with Wide Awake. So there is no real connection between me and Death Row. Like, I will never be released on Death Row Records. That won't be.
Okay, well that gives us a new perspective from, and I mean I've been to the Wide Awake studio.
Yes.
And now, can you tell us anything about the studio they've got there?
Oh, that studio is going to be amazing. It's got like 18-foot high ceilings. It's another amazing studio built in the heart of downtown Toronto, Liberty Village. And I can't wait to record there. They're just finishing that sucker up, and it's going to be crazy. I mean, they've got. What do they have there? Jeez. They've got like a hybrid board. Anyways, that's all technical stuff.
Design icon,
there you go.
From what I heard.
Yeah, I won't even get into all the technical stuff, but yeah, it's another amazing studio that they've built, and I can't wait to get in there.
Now, I remember seeing you at the Great Great Hall,
The Great Hall.
doing a music video.
That was they were taping a show actually. We were doing a charity event for a charity that I do some work for. It's called Eva's Initiative, and they help take kids off the street, and they basically give them a home for a year, provide them with the opportunity to learn skills that they would need to survive and become a productive part of society, and then they let them fly, and has an excellent success rate, and you know, anything that I can do to help them, you know, to help further the awareness of them, I do. And so last year we did a show at the Great Hall in order to raise money for Eva's Initiative. And at the same time, we also decided, well, what the heck, if we're doing a show like this, we might as well film it. I mean, we had lights, we rolled in sound, we rolled in lighting, we rolled in everything. It was great. And Miss Divine Brown actually came out, and she helped out. We did a song together called Precious Love, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell duet. So it was a good night. This is one of the many rooms here at Jukasa. Do a little bit of tracking in here, all kinds of good stuff. As you can see, there's the studio floor where we do a lot of live performances. Everything is great. We've been recording my new album, entitled Electric Red. We are now in the major control room here with the huge SSL board, 64 channels as far as I know. As you can see, I'm not sure if you can see up into the ceilings. Huge ceilings. This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful room. I've recorded in many, many studios, and I have to say that this is absolutely a gorgeous room. But this is where all the magic starts happening. I mean, I don't actually sing here, obviously, but this is where it all comes through, everything. They're working on a Pro Tools system. Anyone who knows anything about sound recording knows about Pro Tools. But yeah, just once again, the major room inside Jukasa Studios.
That was amazing. That's it right there. Just come in.
Hello, I'm Stuart Zender. I'm here about an hour outside of Toronto producing a man called Sean Jones. Very nice man, very nice.
What are your British roots? What were bands that influenced you? You're not just a kid. I mean, you've been around.
Oh God, really? Have I? I thought I was 22 or something.
Yeah, even then.
All right.
So what influenced you back
Well,
then?
actually, I wasn't really influenced by a lot of British bands. I was influenced by a lot of American bands.
Bands such as?
Well, musicians like Jaco Pastorius, Stanley Clarke, funk bands like Pleasure, and I like all kinds of music though. I'm not just into funk and soul.
Which brings us to your band that you were with.
Oh, my band.
Yes. Now, what influenced that? I mean, you're famous from that band.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a funk band, but I added a lot of Latin stuff into it because I was listening to Weather Report, and Jaco Pastorius plays a lot of Latin music, so I added the kind of Latin flavor and stuff to it. But yeah, that was influenced by stuff like Johnny Hammond, the Mizell Brothers. Yeah, a lot of like 70s kind of funk, really.
Now, that background you've got,
Yes.
how you bring that into the Sean Jones project here?
Oh, slowly but surely.
Okay.
We're going to bring it in somehow.
Okay. So something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. Rock, soul, and funk all mixed together.
Sounds different.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.